wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Sugar little beast, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Sugar little beast, wanna see some more.
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels gotta change to get mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Sugar little beast, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Sugar little beast, wanna see some more.
I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up, didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they loving us no more. No, R&R's the bar is raised. If you know me, know I can bar for days. Nothing there to prove, cause I've done enough. Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Sugar little piece, wanna see some more?
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Sugar little piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Sugar little piece, wanna see some more. Sugar little piece, wanna see some more. You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Sugar little piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Sugar little piece, wanna see some more, see some, see some. I never mind if people change. I wanna try and heal my pain. How do you buy what can't be sold? How can you lie to me in my face, in my face, in my face, in my face, in my face? That's how still gonna keep the torch. Sugar little piece, wanna see some more.
Hey, yeah, fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black slap. What do that?
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. In motion goes Patrick. Now a play fake, and it's gone. And his first look is incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. And they've played well against the pass. Currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 33. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right in a yard. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now. 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
To throw is Smith. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away. and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. He was brought down there by Julian Love. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A man who played collegiately over at East Lansing. Here's Ken Walker. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Throwing now is Geno. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. You talk about this Lions defense. This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. 2nd from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the number 1 overall passing team in the NFL. But it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
Back to throw, Smith. This will be caught by Brown. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Now it's Smith. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker from 8 yards out. And the Seahawks lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Myers connects on the PAT. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10. Right at the 30. They'll start things off with a give to Gibbs. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. Here's 2nd and 3. Off play action. Here's Goff. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. Bridgewater. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And complete to Smith and Jigba. It'll go as a gain of 4. And 3rd and 8 now. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. So still 14 yards to go, second down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. This now a 3rd and 4. In motion goes Patrick. Play action. It's Goff. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And he's going to be dumped there, but he does have a first down. The Lions had 0-3 here to begin the campaign, and you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs. That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Gone. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good with the...
There he goes, left side. He's on his way. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Ken Walker, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also set.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
From the gun, here's Smith. Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fant. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 113 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Smith now to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Smith. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now they send the tight end in motion left. Now Geno. He completes this to Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks continue to pull away here in this first half. Myers connects on the PAT. And the rout is on here in this first half. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And not willing to risk a return, this ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here now, 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Goff. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. A shotgun snap for Goff. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Troy Hill picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 41. Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him? Able to throw 4 picks already, they're certainly hoping that he can turn things around and quickly.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes this 35-0 now. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead. And the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Goff. That is caught by Laporta. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A final shot before break here. Goff. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Now Smith. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Straight ahead, Walker. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. First carry now for David Montgomery. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Goff going to shift him around. Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now Goff. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. Montgomery, they'll run for it. And he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. And they'll send Williams in motion right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. And now an audible here into something else. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
If you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking. But that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, and they got there and swarmed and finished off the play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. That one let go deep for Laporta. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now a play fake, and it's gone. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Goff throwing again. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone is in a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Goff now looks to throw. That is caught. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They'll run with Gibbs. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Montgomery trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. This drive started way back inside their own 5. Now they're looking for the capper. 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery. Oh, Montgomery just unable to twist free as they hit him short of the line to gain. This defense continues to be good on third down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should fourth down be any different? True. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
Running for it, Montgomery. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. So Montgomery denied on 4th and goal. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time. Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter. Back to Walker on first down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Brian Branch from the secondary in on the tackle. 2nd and 10. Walker with another carry. And this time he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage as they stop him in his tracks. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football. Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen. But the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get it behind the line. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try for the first with Walker. Give them the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline. Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. He's having a big game running the football, but that will hurt the yards per carry a little bit. Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he? Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And even 150 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. That's a jet sweep into the hands of Metcalf. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. That's Aiden Hutchinson. He was determined to blow that play up, and he sure did. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Walker. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So the victory here for Seattle. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Seahawks, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they'll sink now to 0-4. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.